coincidence, huh?
Oh, poor Futaba.
I'm gonna head home for the
But
night.
it had to be done. I'm sorry, my girl. It's okay. You'll be
I'm gonna
fine.
stick around a bit longer.
I see. Don't stay out too late, all right? The place is all yours. You've got school tomorrow, too, so get to bed at a reasonable time.
Mom really is gone again. Sojiro sees it that way too now. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what happened before we came to rescue you. We all ended up here at the same time after you left for Odaiba.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Wait, you're...
What the? Oh yeah, that's right. Why were you human, Mona?
Yeah! You're supposed to be a cat!
I am not a... Oh wait. Yeah, I guess I am a cat.
Boom! He is a cat! He finally confirmed he is a cat. He's finally happy and full of the knowledge that he is indeed a fucking cat.
That's right!
I don't think it will still be weird for Joker to be in bed with Mona in his cat form after what happened earlier.
Once we got to Odaiba, we spotted the palace. You know how the rest goes. You were fighting this whole time, weren't you? While I was just
Oh, it will be
bumming
so
around town
awkward.
without a care.
Just imagine Chicha turning into a human,
I always
and she
suspected
just
something
cuddles with
strange
us, and we see her as a lady, and then just one day she returns to being a cat. We can't share the bed with her anymore after that. You're aware of it, right?
I totally snapped out of it thanks to you. I'm all good now. Yep, no worries. I'm fine. What? School's tomorrow, right? You better not stay up late. You might end up oversleeping.
Oh, poor Futaba.
We've all been through too much today. Let's try to get some sleep.
What? You got something to say? You were quite the looker.
What?
Look who you're talking about. How can I be anything else? Shish! All this trouble with Yoshizawa and Maruki, we've got nothing but problems right now.
Yep.
For now, we should all meet up at the hideout. We gotta recap the situation and hold a strategy meeting. I've been trying to wrap my head around all this and it's just not happening. I can't think straight at all. I can hardly blame you. I'm still so confused myself. Either way, I think we've all earned a bit of rest. Maybe a good night's sleep will help us all calm down. You're right. Certainly the combat has us tired out as well. We could all use some time to decompress. And on that note, good night. I almost read it as decompose and that could have been so funny. Well, you're going to need time to figure all of this out. Either way, we can think about this tomorrow. For now, we should go to sleep. Yeah, but I just want to check all of your accessories to see if I can give you something better. Yeah, Futaba doesn't really need anything. Go to bed. Are we going back to the Velvet Room? Velvet Room! With the real Igor this time.
It's been quite some time.
Lavenza! It's literally been like 2 weeks.
We have finally succeeded in reaching you.
What's going on?
You have been imprisoned once more.
Fuck.
This time, not by the god of control, but a different entity, one who's bound you through your future. However, you held fast to your free will and believed in your bonds, allowing your friends to regain their own realities. You are on the verge of grasping a potential reality once more. Our meeting again now within this place is proof enough. It seems the time has come.
What do I do now?
We are merely beings who provide aid to humans as they carry out their will. You must be the one to determine the path and actions to take. If the will of rebellion still thrives within you, then we will surely meet again.
Lady Lavenza told you that? We ought to tell everyone else that too. Let's all meet up after school.
She looks so cute like that! Oh my god! As much as it's said that the original voice actor for Igor is dead, the twist that his voice that they've done is absolutely fascinating. Yes. Yes, the entire Igor twist was amazing, and I'm glad that, like, when I just started the stream, Ask Mod, when I just started streaming this game, I was like, this voice is weird, this voice is wrong. This is not Igor's voice. Igor should sound like an old man, not like a monster or a demon. Like, Badger Gigabrain this plot twist before, like, just from the first few hours of the game. But yeah, the plot twist is so good, and I'm so glad that they managed to find someone with a voice that is somewhat similar to the original voice actor. One of the Japanese voice actor is also like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. Because when the voice actor passed away, like, it was a very big deal about Igor's voice and who is gonna replace Igor's voice. It was like, I think it does. I think it genuinely is. Because it was such a big deal. Igor's voice, because Igor's voice is so iconic, like, not everyone can replace him. And using this as a plot twist for the game is so clever. Again, the game's writing is either really, really good or really, really bad. No in between. Igor bit, very good and very, it just so good. Perfect.
My memories are still pretty fuzzy, and I haven't really processed everything yet. I'm going to need a little time to myself to think things through.
She looks so cute like that. I love it.
With myself from here on.
Damn, we should have traumatized her earlier.
Time's up.
Happy New Year, everyone! You all did your homework, right? Next is going to be all about your college entrance exam, so you'd better start preparing now. Oh, and if you cause any trouble, they will show up on your transcript, so make sure you behave yourselves, okay? Now, time to turn in that homework. Let's see, who is on class duty today? Have you been studying? Well, not that you really had time for that. Is everyone rested up? More or less. My mind was racing so much that I passed out before I even realized it. Same here. I think I've sorted through my own thoughts, but I would still like to hear everyone else's take. Let's meet at the hideout. Sure thing. We'll come to the hideout right after school then. Gotcha! Cool, I'll be waiting for all of you.
Hey!
We definitely need to update everyone about Lady Lavenza. Mod, can I have a cup of coffee? And cook up our plan for here on out too.
We have to choose our own path, eh?
Yep.
Akechi had mentioned that we needed to determine what we'll do from here on out. It seems he was right.
We could accept this reality, but...
Damn, the winter clothes look so cozy.
Dr. Maruki, right?
That's right. We have to confront Maruki and steal his desire. In a way, it's business as usual for us.
Dr. Maruki is an adult with a warped desire, but that desire's just a wish for us all to be happy, right?
At what price, though?
I admit, it's nothing similar to the desires we've seen in the likes of Shido and Kamoshida.
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past targets.
Well, I think we already know what we gotta do. Haru's right. Dr. Maruki ain't a shitty adult at all. There are probably plenty of folks out there living all happy in this reality. Who knows? Maybe Dr. Maruki is actually doing the right thing. But we all still feel like this reality's wrong, right? We decide what's right for ourselves. That's what we all agreed on when we went after him in the palace. If changing Doc's heart fixes our reality, then I'm gonna do it. So somebody say something?
Sorry, I was just thinking about how right you are, Ryuichi.
So we're going to change our target's heart not to reform society, but to acquire the reality we believe in. That doesn't sound bad at all.
Yeah, we can do it. Teamwork! Teamwork! Teamwork!
That means our next step is pretty clear.
Get back in the palace.
Right. Maruki said that he'd be willing to fight if we are too. It's safe to assume he's expecting us to infiltrate his palace.
That reminds me. You know that, reality bending stuff? Why is Doc able to do that anyway?
I've been wondering the same thing. Even if he was the top cognitive science expert, that wouldn't be enough for him to do all of this.
If we're going to fight Maruki, we'd better dig up some more intel on him first.
Speaking of which...
Good day. This is Lavenza speaking.
Lavenza?
Huh?
Your will of rebellion has reached new heights. We would like to aid that will, if you find it agreeable.
That would be helpful.
Wait, how is she even calling you?
Don't question it. Why do I feel like everyone's going to expect a trick? Meanwhile, Maruki actually just faces us on face first. Yeah, it does sound like something Maruki would do. Maruki is not the type of person to like deceive us or just do some weirdest tricks like the other palace leaders had, like their own kinds of tricks. They will be just face forward, go through a couple of corridors and beat the shit out of him. Well,
it would be best for me to select a location considered easy to reach by all parties. Therefore, let us convene at your school.
At Shujin? Wait, she'll be at the school? Lavenza will?
In that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
She hung up.
Is she really gonna go to our school? Just walk through the front gates like nothing?
I mean,
I'm not sure what to
she
make
is a
of it.
child and school is a place for children.
Offered to help us.
She's just a short
Call that
child.
progress of some sort.
All we have left is whatever we discuss tomorrow at school, plus whether or not we're going to team up with Akechi.
Considering what he told us, really does seem like we share an end goal with Akechi, but...
Well, I think we ought to team up.
Do it!
Me too.
Are you sure?
Dr. Maruki's strong enough to
Thank
change
you.
reality itself. If we're gonna fight him, we're gonna need Akechi's help.
Plus, if he does betray us again, we'll just take him out too.
Yeah, I just see Haru with the fucking grenade launcher pointing at his head like, I dare you to betray us, Akechi.
Appreciate the effort. Thank
You
you.
betray us, no upper body half.
Let's head home for now.
So, do you think Lavenza will make it to the school? I hope she doesn't get lost or anything. Yeah, don't you think it's a bad idea, her wandering around in that get-up? That's so hopefully no one gives her a hard time. If someone does, you better come up with the good excuses for her, Barnaby. Knowing that what Akechi did, it really does feel like joining team with Putin because aliens are invading. Yeah, exactly like that, yes, you are indeed correct, yes. Morgana is on top of it.
For real?
What? No, I'm not. How am I supposed to pull something like that off? A kitty helping out a little kid. Sounds like a one-day dynamite duo. It would be an adorable duo. That could last 3 seasons and a movie. Easy. Well said, Futaba. That's not exactly helpful to us right now, though. At any rate, I am certain she would reach out to us if something were to go awry. That's true. We can put our faith in Lavenza. I'll take the aliens, not gonna lie. Honestly, maybe they're nice aliens. Also, maybe they have giant tentacle cocks. Maybe the aliens are not that bad after all. Maybe the aliens only want cuddles and hugs and candy. I want candy. I always want candy. I have a terrible, terrible sweet tooth. Yeah, I think the aliens are fun. What's the worst that could happen? Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Why would Lady Lavenza want to meet up at the school? It's not like she just wants to check out the place, right? Yeah, let's go to sleep. I had a dream where we were separately trying to get sweet pastries. You want me tomorrow try and get a sweet pastry? Okay. Hey. Sorry, it's nothing. Come on, what's up? Desperately.
No.
I mean, just say the word and I'll find a sweet pastry. I was just remembering what happened that night. You remember, right? The night before we went into Mementos to erase it, before we had dealt with Shido. I think it's a sign I have been indulging in too much sweet. I think it's a sign I haven't been indulging in enough sweets. Remember how I said I'd finally found the place where I belong? Even though I said that and really believed it, I still fell right into Maruki's hands. I know I've made it obvious how much I want to be human. More than once, I thought it would give me a chance with Lady Anne, but what I did was just so lame. Also, I am begging Lady Anne, my dude, stop trying to going for her. I can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. But you came back. Well, yeah, that's true, but I mean, that was just the right thing to do. Now that I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. Hell, I was locked up in a prison when we first met. I'm nowhere near cool. You're already super cool. Quit buttering me up. You don't have to tell me twice though. I'm going to be super cool from here on out. You know what? I'm going to make you a promise right now. From here on, I'm going to be more independent. I just kept relying on you for everything because deep down, I thought you could figure everything out for me. But that's all changing. I'm going to stand proud on my own 4 feet. And I'm going to be the one to protect you. I promise I will. Wait, him saying on his own 4 feet, does it mean that he finally willing to acknowledge the fact that he is a cat and nothing more? Or he will still be living in denial that he's a cat? Also, another question. Now that he is not part of the Velvet Room and he's just a cat, does it mean that like his life will be like a cat's life, therefore he will die young, like in cat years, he will age in cat years and not like a human? Or are we still gonna see him as a magical being? I don't know, I have a lot of questions about this. Oh, his persona is digivolving again. They're fusing? Oh my, that's a... Oh my, that's a cool design. I've discovered a new... No, my original power.
Alright.
Morgan's persona Mercurius has transformed into Diego. Honestly, the happiest medium would be I'm neither human nor a cat, I'm a spirit. Go tell it to Morgana. This is such a cool persona! It has tattoos and chest hair and muscles. This is such a cool design. Alright, time to save Maruki. He's just desserts. Anyone who tries to pull one over on us like that is asking for it. Let's do our best.
Right.
Bless you. Right, sorry again for all the hassle. Now, you and I are gonna be even greater partners now. Fun fact, Diego is Zoro's actual name. Yes, I know. They are going back to their original powers. Like, I know that, Joker's original persona is Arsene, but the second form is Satanael, and the third form, which you can get for free in the Persona 5 Royal, when you get it, is Raoul, which is the original name of Arsene, which is really cool. So I guess they're all going back to the Personas just going back to their original form, but stronger. Majestic presence. Miracle Rush? Nah. This is such a cool design. I dig the tattoo so much. And the shoes, God, it's such a cool design. I love it. I love everything about it. Honestly, Diego gives off daddy energy and I live for it. I still think that Futaba's second persona looks the best. What? The ball? Not complaining though. Okay, now we have school questions. Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. Boring parts. Get on with it! Look for the ball over the plate or the triangle. I mean... It's kind of funny.
Been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch. As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and...
And again, nobody in school questions the kid that walks around with a cat.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, honestly, the most surprising part of this game is how Joker could get away with having a cat in his backpack and nobody's asking questions. Like, no way nobody sees this cat. I think just people don't give a shit at this point. People seem to have calmed down about the fact of this. What do you think about them? They're heroes. I see that their actions had a major influence on you, huh? Well, I want to report the news without being influenced by the public. Honestly, I wish I could interview them in person, but that's never gonna happen. Had the face when they all think that the real reason Joker got arrested was because he carried the cat in inappropriate places. Yes. It's just him with his cat. Wait, you're going down? Okay, I'm going down too.
Oh!
Hey, you see that? It went to the first floor. I just like the animation of how it goes down, like how Morgana goes down in the bag. Like they truly just walked around with the cat and saw how it moves and just decided to animate it. Where on earth is it trying to go? Come on, we gotta follow it for now.
For
the
real?
Service, what's going on here? The butterfly.
Anyway.
It looks like we're the only ones who can see it. And it seems like it has some purpose. There is no point in thinking about that right now. Let's get inside the nurse's office, quickly. Quickly! They nailed the feeling of cat in a bag looking like a dumbass. Yes. Very.
Lady Lavenza.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
I see. Exchanging common expressions upon meeting like humans do, it has a rather pleasant feeling. But that is irrelevant. Let's turn to the matter at hand. As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you.
Yes.
But first, please gather your other friends here.
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat. but the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once
She's getting us into an ML.
Till that time,
Totally.
I will provide my eyes a much
Why do you
needed-
think she carries this giant book?
Wait.
But
Rest?
what is she selling exactly?
Lavenza? I guess we should get everyone in here.
Magic wall building.
Infiltration success.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, we're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong. I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Okay, leave.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together. Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
All right, then. That's no concern of mine, anyway. Remember what I told you all before? We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean...
I still love how Morgana's ears are twitching.
Ain't that our line?
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it, as well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses. In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
So Mementos is back as well.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Isn't it Gonzo?
Wait. Don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki
He's a persona user.
He's a persona user?
Thanks, Ryuji.
That's impossible. There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
I mean, Futaba kinda had it.
When Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
So, his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still, though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
Oh, here we go again. Killing another god.
The being in Mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
The masses were invested in the Phantom Thieves, not Maruki.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like that. Is that really true?
It's most likely because...
Was that why he preserved the Phantom Thieves? Yeah, I guess so. We chose Maruki.
What?
When we came to him.
After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
Exactly, we chose him. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press outwards. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it would definitely be better if none of this has happened at all, but... Well, no matter what path you might have to take to get here, I hope your track dreams will still do you some good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
There's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus,
Motherfucker.
I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this
It's
is all our
actually kind of genius.
We're
The
ones who told him
therapist
the
listens to all the things that bother us, so it just solves the problems for us.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Well said.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial state.
Kitty, you want attention?
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone. That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
We only have a month.
Yeah.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki...
Speedrunning, yo!
Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
So basically it's time to merge the world of dreams and reality. What if Maruki, upon achieving that, just let go and effectively made everyone into gods. Normally it's unlikely, but in this specific case. Again, it's very similar to that one ending in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, that everyone is a god of their own world, and everyone is like in a cocoon, just living their lives in their ideal image. I mean, it is possible, but I think that what Maruki truly wants is, besides helping people and reach happiness, is what people usually with Savior Complex, they want control. He wants control. He can't let anyone be above him, because he needs to maintain control to things work the way he wants them to, even if it will make you feel happy.
Right.
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but...
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why don't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence
Good question.
entirely?
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
Then that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
I don't know, I don't care.
We may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well. Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own.
Yeah, sounds
she does
good.
with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
Okay, bye, Butterfly. Oh, she was there. She looks so cute like that. With her hair down and glasses and depressed.
I just...
Guess we might as well close up for the night. Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a... welcome.
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right?
At first I thought that she was going to hide it in a cupboard.
Sorry for coming.
That could have been hilarious.
Thank you for the coffee. It's delicious.
Speak up.
Would you mind if I got something off my chest? Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today, and, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
About Maruki?
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence, whereas I'm simply... Like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her.
Do you still want to run?
No. Like I said earlier, I realized something. when I saw you all striving to push onward. I can't keep running like this. But now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do?
You have to decide, not me.
You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai, but you're absolutely correct. I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you. I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it. I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
Let's reform society.
Tomorrow we're going to the palace. We are gonna take back the world, the real world. Good. Rewriting reality. I would never have thought such a thing possible. Not only that, but this palace is ruled by a persona user. How does that make any sense? I know god modding when I see it. At this point, he basically is a god, right? This shit makes Shadow look small time. Guys, you literally killed the god the other day. We need to come up with a plan. That's a good point. We should meet up somehow. Meet up tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of which, how should we contact Kechi-kun? I guess we could let him back in the group chat, right? Yep, that would be the quiz guest. Agreed. Alright, I'll take care of it. Thanks. 1 month to go, huh? We'd better come up with a plan. That time is gonna go by fast. This is an update. Show me! Show me, show me, show me, show me. Also, I'm rich. 4 million yen and nothing to spend it on. Oh, it's the gallery. Never mind. Return to game. I kinda wanna see... Yeah. The true name of California's masked swordsman of justice, who fought corrupt officials during the era of Spanish rule. Despite being marked as a thief, he fought for the weak as a true gentleman. And he looks amazing! God, the coat, the shirt, the pants, the everything, it looks so good. Poor Morgana. He looks exhausted. What happened? What happened, Kitty? Kitty! Chicho! What happened, baby? Why are you crying? Who upset you? Who did the mean to you? It's a double stash. It's a double stash. God. Perfect design. Perfect man. Total daddy energy. You're heading to the palace today, right? A good idea, I would say. Although we must not rush, of course. Yeah, honestly, if we want to accomplish anything, we gotta get out there. I agree. Is that alright, leader? Let's go. Hell yeah! Let's secure a route to the treasure. In that case, let's meet at the hideout after school. Okay. Alright, the hideout after school then. Should we tell Yoshizawa? Well, we should probably still leave her alone.